was like, brother, I said, like, I understand it's your fighter, but you're stealing credit from my victory. And not only that, if your fighter would have got up, and then we just went,
It was an amazing performance, you know, he done what nobody else has been able to do to Jermaine. And you think about 4 years ago, two-time world champion, AJ couldn't do it. Dillian Whyte 4 years ago couldn't do it. You know, he's got a tremendous chin, as you see him. He took some really big shots. He was very patient, he worked hard and broke him down. And when he got the opportunity to catch him clean.
I mean, the sky's the limit. Like, I've never been a quitter, so just back to the drawing board, got to change some shit up.
Get back and forth. And then I was just like, do you know what? It is what it is, innit? And then he obviously kept.
Jermaine's a crafty operator, but he got that stoppage. That was a great stoppage.
A lot of people are saying Moses, he started to blow a little bit. Did you see that he was maybe tiring, or did you feel like there was that consistency of intensity in his fight?
It's a fight. He found the shot.
We know who he was in with, a tough guy, never been stopped. 4 years ago, AJ couldn't stop him. Dillian, 4 years ago, couldn't stop him. He was very patient. He took some really good shots, and you could see him a couple of times loading up to throw that right hand. He boxes well. He's got a good boxing brain. He does his work, gets out, and then comes back. He's back on you. But the shots were brilliant. Those two shots, he knocked him out with the first one, and the second caught him with another hard shot going down, face down, and the corner is screaming that it shouldn't have been stopped.
Appreciative, like, I've been in camp for what, 14 weeks, so I prepared very diligently for him. And like, I know everybody was saying that I'm gonna knock him out, but I can't believe that. I can't believe into the hype. I can't feed into it. I trained hard. I prepared for him diligently, and I got the knockout I trained for. Not what I deserve, but what I trained.
It's not punching. It's what he does when Franklin punches. Franklin feints. He throws the jab. Throws the time mistake and the step into out of distance. He's bouncing out of distance and back in. It's very hard to do his heavyweight over 10 rounds to really.
He's got the ability to be a generational great. I really do. I haven't been this excited about a heavyweight in a long time. I mean, I grew up with Mike Tyson, and of course he just brought something thrilling to the heavyweight division. Yeah, we've had Lennox Lewis, who I think is our greatest heavyweight, obviously Tyson Fury, AJ, David Haye, and many others. But there's something about this guy.
When we said Jermaine Franklin would be able to bring rounds, we didn't say that because of the walking punch bag. No walking punch bag is going to go rounds with Moses Itauma. We said that because of his quality, and that's what people was missing. Maybe it was the way that we was articulating it, but he's a very, very good fighter. But that's nothing that we see that week in, week out, day in, day out.
Jermaine Franklin just accused Moses Itauma of using steroids after getting brutally knocked out. And this isn't just salty post-fight talk. Franklin claims the power felt completely unnatural. But here's what nobody's talking about.
Yeah, same way that we all kind of saw and expected. He's a fantastic young fighter with great punch power, great punch selection and timing. So he eventually got the shot off.
He was looking for the rounds, and Jermaine Franklin gave him some good rounds in there. Did you feel like, you know, that was the right level of opponent that he needed for his career?
You know, the guy's very cute, very clever, blocked well, slipped well, got up from the first knockdown. He gave him everything that he could.
Franklin doesn't just question the ref's stoppage. He's straight up saying Itauma was juiced. That's a career-ending accusation in boxing. And when you make claims like that after getting dropped, you better have proof.
Answering some questions, right? Did he really answer any? I don't know. I don't know. We got to see him go beyond 2 rounds, which was a bit different to recent fights. It extended to the 5th, and yeah, maybe he was tired at one point. I don't know. He didn't look tired when he knocked him out, did he? I mean, I think it was just a flawless performance from Moses Itauma, and he sent Jermaine Franklin packing, really. I mean, I saw Franklin was complaining afterwards as well, and the corner were complaining about.
Itauma fired back hard. He's not playing games with these drug allegations. His response, pure skill beat you, nothing else. And honestly, watching the knockout again, his timing was absolutely perfect. That's not steroids, that's technique.
That knockout beautifully, man. He used his feints, he did invest to the body, straight left hands to the body. And as he went on, those kind of southpaw, Usekian feints, he started using them. Didn't get away from his jab, didn't get greedy. Itauma is a really good veteran. Well, Franklin is a savvy veteran. He's a crafty veteran who we know went the distance with Joshua, bloodied Joshua's nose, gave him some fits, landed some good shots, and he really never landed anything of consequence on Itauma, because Itauma's like, I mean, there was some Shakur-like stuff from Itauma as a sound.
But get this, Daniel Dubois watched the whole thing and called it a well-earned finish. He admits Franklin is crafty, but says the stoppage was completely justified. Even he's dismissing the controversy talk.
It was like, oh, you know that if this was American soil, they wouldn't have stopped that fight, and like, you only got the victory because we're like in Britain. And I was like, brother, I said, like, I understand it's your fighter, but you're stealing credit from my victory. And not only that, if your fighter would have got up, and then we had a bit of back and forth.
Frank Warren is straight up laughing at the steroid claims. He's calling them excuses from fans who can't handle reality. Warren says Franklin got beaten by a faster, sharper, more powerful fighter. Period. No controversy needed.
You know, everyone, like, it's a mixture between, that was a mismatch, and you can't have a build-up where people are going, oh, that's an interesting fight, and then he does that and everyone goes, it's a mismatch. We all knew that early on in the fight, there was every chance that could happen, but I didn't expect even it to happen that quick. I thought Moses would stop.
Here's where it gets wild. Itauma revealed he never believed his own knockout hype going in. 14 weeks of disciplined training. No emotion, just preparation. That finish wasn't luck or pressure. It was pure hard work.
Listen, he got more rounds in than what we've seen him in previous fights. You know, he hasn't been past 2 rounds for a number of fights now. So we see him going to round 5, which was good. We see him get hit with some shots, which was good. There was more ambition from Jermaine Franklin than I was expecting, but there was also more durability than I was expecting.
Dave Allen breaks down something crazy about Itauma's movement. He controls distance like a veteran, slipping in and out, reading feints perfectly. Allen says maintaining that level of movement without fading is incredibly rare.
He just has so many more skills, tools in his toolbox, so much more diversity in the way he's going to go about things. That plus a game plan and putting his punches together, combinations. It's going to be a multitude. It's not going to be one punch bang. It's going to be a multitude of up, down, picking this shot, picking that shot, just a barrage on top. And I think the referee...
Adam Smith just made the boldest statement in heavyweight boxing. He genuinely believes Itauma could become a generational great. He compared him to Tyson, Lewis, Fury, and Joshua. Smith says there's something special and rare about Itauma's presence.
We actually mentioned to him in the corner that it'll be a breakdown job, and that we actually said that doesn't mean that won't lead to a one-punch knockout, but you're going to have to soften him up to get there, and that's what...
Ben Davidson defended Franklin hard. He says people don't understand. Franklin wasn't chosen as an easy opponent. They picked him specifically for his durability and skill. Davidson insists this performance came from preparation, not matchmaking.
Punches are born, they are not made. Itauma is a puncher. He was born to be a puncher. He could get you to come to him, he could counter you, he could use his legs, he could go catch you.
Even the critics are impressed. Dev Sahani questioned if Itauma answered every doubt, but admits the dominance was real. Franklin pushed into the 5th round, making it a genuine test, and Itauma closed it flawlessly. Teddy Atlas delivered the knockout verdict. He calls Itauma a natural-born puncher. Atlas says you can't teach that power, you're born with it. And Itauma clearly has it. His distance control and timing are instinctive. So here's the reality. Franklin got outclassed and is throwing steroid accusations instead of accepting defeat. Meanwhile, every expert who watched is calling Itauma the future of heavyweight boxing. The drug claims, pure desperation from a fighter who got exposed. What do you think, legitimate concerns or salty excuses? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes, and subscribe because this heavyweight division is about to get absolutely wild.